his magic previously on this ground. Today, though, United fans will be hoping they can nullify his impact. Sydney United 58 and Rockdale clash on the opening day of the 2019 season.
Number 21. Number 6, Peter Markovic. Number 11, Yanni Pakatis. Number 3, Jordan Roberts. Number 8, Matthew Singh. Number 14, Nicholas Stavroulakis. Number 5, Anthony Tomalich. Number 18, Glenn Trefiro. And on the bench, number 13, Sam Perry. Number 23, Luke Laselica. Number 1, Daniel Sadaka. Number 2, Josh DeRossi. And number 17, Adam Farkash. For Rockdale City Suns, number 1, David Radashevich. Number 6, Kang Hoon Cho. Number 20, Howard Fondike. Number 9, Jonathan Grozdanovsky. Number 17, Matthew Lecce. Number 18, Sasha Masura. Number 3, Michael Neal. Number 23, Pani Nikas. Number 2, Daniel Petkovsky. Number 15, Nick Petrillo. And number 19, Patrick Shavor. On the bench, number 16, Alexander Malfara. Number 22, Max Rouston. Number 5, Jay Trajkovsky. Number 7, Alec Grosevsky. And Blake Curry.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Sydney United Sports Centre. This is Super Sunday. We're calling it 11 games across the afternoon. This one should be a blockbuster. Rockdale in their away kit of yellow and red. Sydney United, the famous red and white with their blue socks. Rockdale getting us underway. We'll get you the lineups in just a moment. As United start things, well, there is a boisterous home crowd on what is a Sunday afternoon. Spectacular conditions, really. Tough work for the players. Some nervous clearance from Markovic. It may work out yet for Rockdale. In the end, Manus off his line to collect. The new season is here. I don't know where the off-season went. As I said in my opener, the big move of that off-season, Paddy Nikas, is now with the Rockdale City Suns. He scored a mountain of goals on this ground for Sydney United. There you see him getting a touch. It is taking some getting used to see him in a shade of red or yellow and red today for Rockdale.
Football New South Wales would like to thank their sponsors for their continued support. New South
Here
Wales
is
Government.
Petkovsky. So experienced at the back for Rockdale. You see Howard Fondike wearing jersey number 20 this afternoon. He made a last-ditch move from Apia. Expected to play the season with them, but just a week or so ago signed on with Rockdale. It's a healthy crowd in for what is round one, and a rivalry that has that's something extra now with that move of Nikas I mentioned. Nice movement from United. Trefiro, nice feet from him. Oh, important challenge on the edge of the area from Michael Neal. Did it well enough though. See some of these touches a little sloppy. It is first of 2019 obviously, so there will be some nerves around. Off season, those cobwebs still being shaken off from the players. Rockdale though look to have settled. Here's Fondike playing that anchor role here this afternoon. Savor caught an interception. Here's Matt Sim trying to go the other way for United. Are lacking a real striker today. Patrick Antelmi suspended and Chris Payne moving to Apia in the off-season. We'll bring you those lineups. Firstly, the away side. Bratisevic in goal for them. Petkovsky, Neal, Huncho, Grozdanovsky, Savor, Petrillo, Lecce, Matsura, Fondike and Nikas. Those last three are some big signings for Rockdale. For Sydney United, Tom Manus in goal, Jordan Roberts, Anthony Tomelic, Peter Markovic, Matt Sim, Yanni Pakatis, Glenn Trefiro, Nick Stavroulakis, Tarek Maya, Christian Gonzalez and Yanni Fragoyanis. So plenty of names we've seen last season for United. one or two new names. Take some time to bed those down, but fairly settled, and starting to see those signs now. Gonzalez on the ball for United. Here's Fragoyanis. Trefiro scored last time United were here against Apia in that preliminary final. It was rather cruel. Thought they dominated that one, as Bratisevic wouldn't want to start his Rockdale life giving a goal like that, but it all seemed to work out. Kurt Am's the man in charge today as well, as Petkovski is forced to concede a throw. Free kick, in fact, will go the way of Rockdale. Certainly hot conditions for the players to contend with today. 32 degrees right now. There is a bit of a breeze coming across the ground, which they'll like. Last time they were here last season, round 18, Rockdale winners by 2-0 over Sydney United. Hoping to continue that run of form for the visitors in what is their 50th anniversary this year. Ball forward again. Sasamatsura, the man. New club again this year. Well done by Fondite. So experienced, as is Petkovski, who's leading them well today so far. Do they have some end product in them? Grozdanovsky and the like queuing up in the middle. Ball in from Kang-Hoon Cho, but it may have overhit this one. Now they've got some numbers free in the area. Big chance for Rockdale to make them pay. Nikas pulls it back. United are living dangerously early on. It is a fairly open game. Free kick coming. That ball goes high over the grandstand. So throw-in taken quickly. Every game live in 2019. We have a host of games on right now. Thank you for tuning into this one. Adam Santarossa here with you. And we'll try and keep you updated as best we can. There's obviously a lot of footballing action across the NPL New South Wales. Here's Petkovski now. Saville put under pressure. Saville once again. Well kept in though by Markovic. Not enough though to prevent the throw. Since first goal will be crucial. Here's Trefiro. That'll be a free kick. Saville all over him. So pivotal in midfield, aren't they, those two for United? Glenn Trefiro and Nick Stavroulakis, so experienced. They have lost a lot of experience in the off-season, but some handy recruits too. Peter Simonovsky, Sebastian Galejos, who both are injured, which doesn't help things, but if we can get them on deck, United will be a contender, you assume, this year. Matsura just couldn't quite link with Kang-Hoon Cho. Plenty of noise coming from the eastern side here at Indensa Park. There's a bit of spice between these two sides as well. There is a genuine rivalry. It's Matsura. Thought he gave away a free kick. Nikas will play on though. Trying to play in that man, Matsura. Good work in cover though. Petrillo wins it well. We're already seeing Kang-Hoon Choi get amongst it. Nice touch again with Nikas. We're seeing those two combining well. Good signs for Rockdale. Cho Good vision finds Saville. Throw-in will go to Rockdale. United fans beneath me didn't like that decision. Here's Von Dijk. Saville, Rockdale seem to have settled well as I say that. Well done from Tarek Meyer. Sim, nice touch, finds Trafiro. Sim will try to overlap as well. Get involved. Saville, important touch in cover. Here's Gonzalez. Markovic. Semelic, Trafiro goes without. Matsura. Von Dijk, Nikas, all new faces to Rockdale in 2019. It's looking good early on. Von Dijk once again. Good ball, Grozdanovsky turning well. Just ran away from him, the striker. Pressure will find a throw. Gonzalez did well not to concede a corner. Long throw the option. Choi the target. Meyer will clean up for Sydney United. Trafiro. It's Gonzalez. Trafiro had 3 to beat. Showed his poise on the ball. And here's Manos. A little bit fortunate to direct it into the path of Cho. Nikas, some friendly fire. There's a rivalry. 2 close mates, Stavroulakis and Nikas. Watch for that today. Lecce. Ooh, just got things wrong there. Card stays in the pocket for now for Kurt Ams, but he's one to watch too, Matthew Lecce, out of the Western Sydney Wanderers, now back in the NPL New South Wales. One of those players looking to go back to that level with the strong performances here, and we've seen the blueprint in previous seasons. Jordan Murray one that if you bang in the goals, it'll get the attention of the A-League sides eventually. He'll be looking to do that this year for Rockdale. And you look at all the squads in 2019, it's hard to pick a winner. They are all looking pretty strong on paper. Fortunately, I don't have to give a winner just yet. But it was one of the closest in some memory last season. I think this year's going to follow that trend as well. Still some signings to be made too, some rumours circulating, which we might hear a little bit more of in the coming weeks. All setting the table nicely for another big year in the NPL New South Wales men's. Here's Trafiro. So good on the ball. Stavroulakis. Pakatis. Gonzalez. Seem to have settled this last few moments. United starting to move the ball as they would like. Trafiro, good ball forward. It was Petrillo's touch that took it away from Matt Sim. Fragoyanis. Trafiro. Again, it's Petrillo getting in the way. It's Temelic. Searching ball forward. Sim will find it. Thought he might try to pull the trigger. In fact, tries to play it into the path to Trafiro. Just wouldn't sit for the midfielder. It is a corner anyway. So first real defensive duties for Rockdale here this afternoon. They do seem to be the smaller of the two sides. There is some real tall timber amongst United stocks. Look for the runs of Temelic and Co on the scene. I'll go to the far post. He was the intended target, Temelic, but Rockdale got numbers in the way. See the United fans in fine voice today. There's a splattering of Rockdale support too. Very much stands are dominated by those in United colours. Stavroulakis just can't combine with Tarek Maya. Saville takes it quickly. Sasamatsura helps it on to Petkovski. Nikas is there. The ball was intended for Grozdanovski though. United cut it out. Fondike. It's all helter-skelter at the moment. Pace is impressive to think it is only round one. Match fitness will be interesting too, although both sides have been in action in recent weeks in a number of trial games. Does seem to kick up to that next level come round one proper. Here's Trefiro, room to move. Sim. Maya. Trio putting the passes together. That Sim seems to be that focal point for United today. They're really devoid of a striker, and Tommy suspended. Mentioned those injuries a little earlier of Simonoski and Galejos. And Chris Payne, of course, moving on to Apia. So it is a question of where the goals will come from. 18 have departed the club. When you think of Nikas and Chris Payne. Payne with 11 last year, Nikas with 7. They will need to fill that void. Here's Petrillo. Can join the conversation too if you're watching. Jump into the comments, or if you're on Twitter, use that hashtag NPL NSW. Have your say. Here is Fondike. No real clear-cut opportunities for either side so far. Here's Lecce. First chance to really see him on the ball. It's going to be a running battle between two former Wanderers, Yanni Pakatis and Matthew Lecce. There are some solid friendships out there today on opposing sides. Certainly will be tested given the rivalry between these two. Temelic finds Fragoyanis. Manis is the NPL's best last year in between the sticks, according to Football New South Wales judges. Grozdanovski, first chance to see him really in space. Riding defenders, challenges, goes down. He'll get a free kick. No, he won't. Kurdam says he made the most of that challenge. So United get a chance to relieve the pressure. Someone that has really lacked opportunities in recent years, Jonathan Grozdanovski. He's been a star of the under-20s and with Blacktown City as well, but it's behind the likes of Mitchell Malia, Travis Major and co for a number of years there. Came to Rockdale and again was challenged by the likes of Jordan Figon and co. Alek Jurasevsky, but he gets his chance to start in round one. If you bang in the goals, it's a good way to keep your spot. Jordan Figon was in action in the NPL 20s preceding this. Alec Jurasevsky on the bench today for Rockdale, so Grozdanovski's got the nod. Chance to repay Paul Reed for that endorsement today. Flick on from Trefiro. Can only find Saville. Lecce helps it on. And the free kick will go the way of Sydney United. It's Kang Hoon Cho. Judged to have a high foot, and it's a brief talking to from referee Kurt Ames as well. Simon Petrillo go toe-to-toe, but Matsura cleaning up. Fondike trying to help it on. Suhoon Cho. Here's Stavroulakis. Yanni Pakatis got 3 Rockdale players bearing down. Showed good vision though to pick out Gonzalez. Now Sim. Some United fans want a free kick. Thought Sim was pushed out of it. Now Grozdanovski again has room to move. Doesn't have a lot of support. He'll have to go on his own. Does love to run at defenders though. Well done though by Pakatis in cover. He stood up the striker. Grozdanovski though won the ball, but then clipped his man. Great effort in backtracking from the striker Grozdanovski. Just went through the back of Pakatis, unfortunately. Riders tuning in. No goals as yet here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Adam Santarossa here with you. Sydney United 58 hosting the Rockdale City Suns. And what is Super Sunday? An absolute smorgasbord of NPL action. Apia and Marconi to follow this one. So don't go anywhere. Find a comfy seat. These two like to bang the goals in too, so this one just coming to the boil nicely. Here's Gonzalez, just gives it up. Trying to be a little bit too cute, Matsura. Huncho, Nikas. Danger signs for United. Some G's as well, Grozdanovski. Matsura thought he might line up a shot. Oh, in the end, Studs caught the United man. And he's going to go in the book too, Sansa Matsura. Yanni Pakatis again in the wars. Gonzalez. Miro Vlastelica will be fairly happy with how his side has started. I mentioned there'll be some cobwebs. First round of the year, both sides dealing with suspension and injuries. United's case, it's injuries. Suspension, the case for Rockdale. No Alex Chanak, no Josh De Silva. Idris Al Hafian as well, all suspended today. So not the first choice 11 for both, but still pretty strong on paper at least. So throwing will go to United. It's tough work for the players today. March tends to bring the heat, certainly has. 32 degrees here at Indensa Park. No easing into the new season, is there? Here's Gonzalez. Pakatis. Trefilo. Peering off well. Has support too. Tarek Meyer on the scene. Cries of shoot, but it's met by a Rockdale wall. Matsura. That battle between he and Matsim continues. Here's Pakatis. Nice work in cover though by Kang Hoon Cho, but hands it straight back to United. Free kick will go to the home side. We're going to get a drinks break given the hot conditions. Tough work for all today, not just those out in the middle. Guy just joining us, 0-0 as it stands here at Indenser Park. No real clear-cut opportunities. Kurt Ames offering a drink to the players. 33 degrees currently here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Players pretty happy, I think, to be reaching for the water right now. Chance to talk tactics too. It has broken down both sides a few times. New faces, new combinations taking their time to bed down. Both of these sides are hoping to continue with the strong form they showed last year. 2018, Sydney United 58 finished third, of course behind Apia and Sydney Olympic. Rockdale also made the finals in 5th place. But you look at the work they did both ends of the pitch, particularly with Rockdale. Offensively, 39 goals. It was the 3rd best in the league, just one behind the eventual champion Sydney Olympic, who scored 40 goals. But up the other end, they conceded 43 goals, which was the 10th best, so the 3rd worst in the competition. And they conceded 24 more goals than Sydney Olympic, who were crowned champions. So if there is an area pretty evident that Rockdale need to fix this season, it is defensively. Pretty glaring statistic there for the Suns to fix this year. And if you look at the players they have signed, it is more attacking-minded players, the likes of Nikas, Fondijk. But it's defensively that they need to fix things up if they are to climb up that table. It is remarkable that with a statistic like that, they still made the finals in 5th, of course, the last place in the final system. That's overhit by Christian Gonzalez. Sydney United, on the other hand, 36 goals last year in front of goal, 4th in the competition. And conceded just 29, which is 3rd best. So no surprise they were a whisker from a grand final appearance. Went out on penalties here against Apia. Here is Saville. In fact, it's Matsura. It's Petkovsky. Trying to get involved defensively. Fondijk looks to have switched flanks. So Michael Neal concedes the throw. Here's Pakatis. Important tackle by Saville. Here's Trefiro now. The silky skills he possesses. Petkovsky shrugged off. Here's a chance for Sim. Deflected. Had the interest of Bratisevic. beats him. Trefiro wouldn't sit for Gonzalez. Savol's challenge was interesting in the area. Kurt Ams was on the scene though. Free kick coming. Clip on Nikas from Yanni Pakatis. Grozdanovski, too much work for Matthew Lecce. Spakatis one header. Tarek Meyer. Throw will go to Rockdale. Riders tuning in. Adam Santarossa here with you, bringing you all the action for a blockbuster to start round one here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Sydney United 58 and the Rockdale City Suns. Chance for United to counter if they can get numbers forward. Rockdale doing well to get players back. Matt Sim though has some room to move, working onto that left boot. Waits for the support to come. In the end goes without it. He still has a throw though. Gonzalez. Here's Pakatis. Meyer. To Milic. Trefiro thought he was clipped from behind. Rode the challenge well. Kurt Ams not playing advantage as I thought. Rockdale in possession. Fondike. Nikas wanted it at his feet, but pass wasn't forthcoming from Howard Fondike. Two new faces, of course, in the Suns this year. So, as I said, those combinations will take time. Pakatis skips past Matsura. He's already on a card, and he's going to go off. Well, what a start to Rockdale season. They're down to 10 so early in round one, and Sasa Matsura, you have to say, clumsy decision to go in on Tarek Meyer, should I say, Yanni Pakatis, and Rockdale go down to 10. Misjudged a bouncing ball inside the opening 10 minutes. Had stud showing. That was the first yellow. Matsura earns his second, and Rockdale are down to 10. And Paddy Nikas will get a talking to from referee Kurt Ams, just chatting to Paul Reed, finding out how they're going to change things up. Now they're down to 10, but doesn't that throw a cat amongst the pigeons all of a sudden? Two challenges that were obviously in round one, they were mistimed from Matsura, both probably deserving yellows, and unfortunately for Rockdale, they're down to 10. Here's Grozdanovski. Do we see another twist where the 10 men can go up the other end and score? Grozdanovski looking to do that. Nikas there as well. In the end, they just run out of support. Nikas back on the scene. Haven't seen him in shooting territory. You hear the boos around Indensa Park. It's Rockdale on the attack though. Shoots across the face from Michael Neal. And United do survive. Here's Trefiro. Paul Reed wasn't that animated the opening few moments. All of a sudden he's out in his technical area barking instructions to his side. He would not have planned to lose a man this early on. Already 3 players serving a suspension, not available today. Matsura won't be there next week either. Markovic, Stavroulakis, that red card seems to have really lifted United though. It's just lacking that outlet going forward, that recognised striker. Trefiro and Sims sort of interchanging in that makeshift role today. Nikas fighting hard with Tarek Maya. Sim. Gonzalez. Sim as well, being probably the most influential for United. On the ball again, into the area he goes. Chance of Matt Sim. Good save though from Bratasevic. First real work he's had to do today. Oh, we knew there'd be fireworks in 2019. We haven't had to wait long, have we? Rockdale on the attack again. They don't look like a side that have just gone down to 10. Kang Hoon Cho tries to bend it round. Optimistic, but couldn't direct it on target. Here is Gonzalez. If you are just tuning in, it is Sydney United 58-0, Rockdale 0. Sasa Matsura just sent from the field for 2 yellow cards. Not the start he wanted for his new club and the new season. Plenty of games in action in the NPL New South Wales as well. We'll get to some results, but some news that Sutherland Sharks lead the champions, Sydney Olympic, at half-time at Belmont Sports Ground. Mentioned earlier, just going through the squads earlier this week and some of the players that have made some moves in the off-season. It is a tough one to pick. Probably the most open competition in some time in the NPL New South Wales this season. Here is Markovic. Tarek Maya. It's ball forward. Itkovsky getting the back of Glenn Trefiro. Wanted a free kick, not forthcoming. Tamelic left that one short. And Manis raced off his line. Kang Hoon Cho full of running. Almost invited in. That would have been a gift. Almost presented himself for the Korean. Here is Petrillo. Miroslav Stolica now out in his technical area barking instructions. Can't be too happy given his side has one-man advantage. A couple of times hasn't looked that way in recent moments. Here is Petkovsky. Petrillo were that defensive pair for most of last season. Had their difficulty keeping a clean sheet. Free kick coming to Hoon Cho. Interesting that Alec Urasevsky is on the bench today. He did score in both games against Sydney United last year for the Suns. Maybe nursing an injury in the off-season. No risks needed in round one. As that ball nearly finds me in the broadcast area here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. So we edge closer to half-time. Rockdale would like to get there, given they are down to 10. Here's Nikas. Hasn't been as influential as he generally is. Petrillo chips it forward, sits nicely into the area Rockdale will go. There are numbers in the middle. Grostanovsky a target. Flashes across the face though. It was Lecce's ball, just couldn't pick out a teammate. So both of these sides do average almost 2.5 goals a game. Nikas going to try it from downtown. Not for the first time at this ground, but some Bronx cheers coming too from the United faithful after that attempt. Here's Fondike. Started well. Seems to have dropped into a more defensive role since Matsura was given his marching orders. Here is that man again, Fondike. Room to move. Lecce. Skips forward, finds Savor. Delivery's good. No one really on the scene though. Kang-Hoon Choi floating around, but it's really where you want to see Grostanovsky on the end of things. So we're about to tick into the final 5 minutes of normal time. Well, Matt Sim's been invited in here. 2-on-1 at the back. Support coming too for United. Will Sim go on his own? Works on the left. Matt Sim. Bratasevic makes the save. And there was support coming in good number. Trefiro and Tarek Meyer would have actually outnumbered Rockdale, but Smith wasn't to know that. Lecce. Hasn't that been a battle down the flank between he and Gonzalez? Lecce winning that fight. Grostanovsky into the path. Hoon-Cho just wouldn't sit up for him. Rockdale aren't playing like a side down to 10. Have to say they're enjoying the better of things at the moment. Trefiro, lovely ball. Flag goes up though. Paul Reed, Rockdale coach, was right in line with the linesman on that occasion. His arm went up the same time as the linesman, so I'll say it's the correct decision. No real complaints coming from Matt Sim either. Here is Petrillo. Already a bit of an injury crisis for Sydney United, despite it being only round one. Got a host of youngsters on the bench to call upon. I think you'll find both sides will go there in the second half though, given the conditions. Still 33 degrees as Tarek Meyer got a little bit too cute, but Rockdale on the attack once again. Grostanovsky, they'd love to go to half-time with the lead. Grostanovsky, Manis makes a good save. So chances starting to come at both ends. This game's starting to open up more and more. The heat perhaps taking its toll. You can do all the pre-season training you want. Doesn't seem to help in round one when that intensity lifts into the real thing. Here is Pakatis. Gonzalez. Sim couldn't quite connect with Gonzalez. So almost there for the first half. Rockdale probably shading things the last 10 or so minutes. Since they've been down to 10, they've created the better chances. Already you can see the body language of some of these players really struggling with these hot conditions. Been played at a fair pace too. Stavroulakis. Pakatis. Gonzalez. Right idea with the outside of the foot, just couldn't quite execute. Fondike put under pressure by Trefiro. Fondike again, been impressed with his early signs at his new club. So too that man, Kang Hoon Cho, but couldn't quite connect with Fondike. Fragoyanis. Stavroulakis now. Pakatis. Sim. Meyer, Rockdale just getting bodies behind the ball, trying to make life difficult. It's a good ball over the top though. Rockdale had enough numbers to deal with it though. Here's Saville. Going to go with the long ball. Grozdanovsky trying to isolate the pace of Grozdanovsky against Markovic. So almost there if you are just tuning in. It is Sydney United 58-0, Rockdale 0. Sasamatsura already given his marching orders for 2 yellow cards. So Rockdale down to 10. Here's Christian Gonzalez. Nice vision. Finds Meyer. He gets to the byline. Can he pick someone out in the middle? It's just the moment. Picardis thought he might try to go onto the right. Onto the left now. Deflected. Bratisevic tries to keep it in. Does well in the end. Forced to scamper, the Rockdale keeper. We're going to have 2 minutes of added time to complete the first half for 2019 here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. And already, we know this competition has a fair bit of drama. We've seen some of it in the first 45 minutes of the new season. The narrative going in was Pani Nikas' return to Sydney United. Haven't seen too much of him. Been well marshalled by Nick Stavroulakis and co. Again, Grozdanovsky being a nuisance, just hanging on that last man, trying to exploit the lack of pace of the tall defenders, with all due respect. Here's Yanni Pakatis, been impressed by him so far today, pulling the strings in midfield. That man again on the ball. Gonzalez. I'd like to see him drive forward and try and get in behind, because he has got some good service. Meyer. Stavroulakis. Sydney United just content to keep possession. I thought Meyer might put the head down and go towards goal. Whipped in now. Met by that Rockdale wall again. Petrillo and Petkovsky doing the job. As I say that, they shift possession back. Trefiro turning on the area. Not the right option in the end. Now Grozdanovsky has some space. Chases on 2. Needed to be inch perfect, but it may yet fall. Here's Nikas. Stavroulakis. Now Fondike. Kang Hoon Cho going to shoot. Again, it's Stavroulakis on the scene. And that is half-time. No. Kurt Ames just calling over. That is half-time, in fact. So Kurt Ames stopping play, but that'll do it for the first 45. And already we've had some drama to start 2019. Sasa Matsura has 2 yellow cards in the first half an hour. And Rockdale forced to go down to 10. They have a job to do in stifling heat here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. But at half-time, no goals as yet. It is Sydney United 58-0. The Rockdale City Suns 0.
Building supplies, Cavan Glass, Audi Firedock, Lomon Architectural Hardware, Innovative Financial, Toyota Projects, and Apple Painting Group.
The Rockdale City Suns 0. And if you did miss it, there has been some drama for the Suns. They are down to 10. New recruit Sasa Matsura shown 2 yellows inside the first half hour of the 2019 season. So Rockdale playing a man down, but those last 10 or so minutes before the break, you wouldn't have known it. They were the ones putting the pressure on United. Remains to be seen who will take the 3 points here in the second half. Kurt Ams, the man in the middle, just about set to get us back underway. And the man the whistle does that now. United doing the honours. If you're not familiar, United, the home side in their familiar red, white and blue. Rockdale, the away side, in their yellow with red shorts. No real chances of any great note in the first half. Only a handful to both sides. Nothing really clear-cut. Half chances at best, hoping the game opens up in that regard for the second half. Here's Hoon Cho. Here Nickers combining well so far. Saville. Fondike, been impressed with his involvement in the first 45. His new club, he's only been with Rockdale for just under a fortnight. Settled in nicely. Here's Petkovsky. Has been some games finished for round 1. Blacktown City defeating Mount Druitt by a goal to 0. Wollongong defeating Manly United 2-1 at home. And a big upset already in round 1. The Sutherland Sharks knocking off the champion City Olympic by a goal to 0 at Belmore Sports Ground. Hakoah and Sydney United, Sydney FC, sorry, locked at 1 apiece at Hensley's. And we're scoreless here at the Sydney United Sports Centre, of course. But Rockdale looking to change that. Here's Lecce. He's impressed in the first 45, trying to work onto that right boot. Jinking into the middle, he goes. Has support. Nikas on the scene. First chance to really see him shoot at goal. Goes down. Much to the cries of the United faithful, but it does present an opportunity. And this is his zone. And wouldn't he love to score against his former club? So Nikas to take. United going with a 5-man wall. Tom Manus would have seen some of these over his time with Nikas as a teammate. You hear the boos ringing around. The script is written. Can Nikas answer for Rockdale, the 10 men? Here is Nikas for Rockdale, straight into the wall. He might get a second bite at it. Into the area he goes. A bit of stick coming his way too. Corner though for the Suns, as the United fans let him know. Failed to capitalise on that free kick. So still a chance at the set piece for Rockdale. I mentioned they are down to 10, but they are the side looking the more likely at the moment to open the scoring. Kanghoon Choi take the free kick. Dangerous delivery. Petkovsky on the scene, but overhit in the end by the Korean, and will harmlessly go out for a throw. Still 32 degrees here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Summer officially over, but not when you're talking to the weather gods. Today they've turned on an absolute scorcher. It would be hard work for the players. Fitness levels not quite up to the level they want to be. Here's Grozdanovsky and Lecce combining well again. He goes into the area, the youngster. Onto the right, another corner. See the frustration from the United bench. Mirovastalitsa not happy with his side. Game being taken to them right now. So Kanghoon Cho again to provide the delivery. Look for the runs late of Fondike. Nikas on the edge of the area. Petkovsky Petrillo, the tall timber. They go near post this time. Grozdanovsky was the target, but Matt Sim got in the way. They don't have an outlet, United. Trefiro has to wait for the support to come. Good vision shown, though. That's a great ball forward, but just couldn't pick out Jordan Roberts. So Neil can't find the head of Cho. Nice touch from Trefiro. He and Stavroulakis combining well, the two veterans of the competition. Rockdale keep it in well. Grozdanovsky needs some support. He's taking it to that back four of United. Nikas starting to get more involved as well. Chance for Rockdale to conjure something. Stavroulakis, not convincing clearance, but Fondike lets them off the hook. Fragoyanis try to pick out the run of Tarek Meyer intelligently, but would have had to be an inch perfect. Fondike. Here is Petrillo now. No real sign of either side looking to make a change. Both sets of substitutes not warming up at the moment. I'm sure we will see some changes late given these conditions, the impact already they're having on the players. We had a drinks break in the first half. The Mercury suggests we'll have one again here in the second. It's tough work, not only for the players today. Hot work in the commentary box too, I have to say. Doing a good job to start 2019 as Sim just can't get on the end of that. Right idea though from Christian Gonzalez. So Bratisevic restarts again. Won by Stavroulakis. Only finds Savor. Lecce puts on the afterburners. Leaves Gonzalez in his shadow. Corner conceded again. Again it's Rockdale. Looking the more likely with the 10 men. Didn't Lecce leave Christian Gonzalez, who's no slouch himself, in the shade. See the confidence rising. Bit of a hush surrounding the Sydney United Sports Centre. United fans silence for the moment. Rockdale started the second half well. Can they turn it into the opening goal? Look for Petrillo to make that run to the far post. He's the target essentially, but can only find the feet of Yanni Pakatis. Both of these sides would be in the list of contenders if you were to draw them up at the start of the year. RPS Sydney Olympic, grand finalists last year. Many expect them to be up there again. Marconi have made some impressive signings in the off-season. You would throw both of these sides in the mix, but really you go through all the squads in this competition. You can't really put a line through anyone. Wollongong strong, Sutherland already surprised. Sydney FC, young side too, with plenty of potential. We are in for some season. Saville just Sends it long in the direction of Grozdanovski. Got a bit fortunate. Did the target man for the Suns. Again, rides his luck as Fondite. Plays a delightful ball in behind. Will sit up for Kang Hoon Cho. In fact, it will leave it for Michael Neal. Is this the moment for Rockdale? Burst into the area, going to go across the face. Had the interest of Manos in the end. Harmlessly slips past the post. It's the best chance of the day. And they did look rather pedestrian at the back. All of a sudden, United. Starting to ask questions, aren't they, Rockdale? Of United at the back. Here's Tomelic. Going to switch things. Nice vision shown, but just overhit the pass of Semi. Might have lost that in the sun, in fact. And it's a frustrating start to 2019 for United, and they are going to make a change. Sam Perry warming up just beneath our broadcast position. Free kick will go the way of Rockdale. Would probably take a point given they're down to 10, Rockdale, but the way they're looking, they are on top here at the moment. So it's going to be Sam Perry to come on, who will make way. I feel like it's going to be Christian Gonzalez to come from the field. The wing back, who was shown for pace a few moments ago by Michael Neal. Maybe there was an injury.
Substitution for City United.
Doesn't look super healthy coming from the field. We'll have to monitor that. Does look like he's struggling a little bit, whether with cramp or with injury. Don't lose too much, though, with the introduction of Sam Perry. Important clearance by Tomelic. Trefiro. Nice vision, switching things. Fragoyanis now. He's going to go long as well. Jordan Roberts jinking to get in behind. Wins a throw. They will force a bit of a reshuffle. City United. Looks like Perry's going to go into midfield. Matt Sim to drop a little deep. Sun's starting to set, which will provide some comfort for both player and spectator. Petkovsky. Hart would have been fluttering that ball, going across the face of goal. We expected a goal fest going into this one. It's been anything but still intriguing nonetheless. Two genuine rivalries that have some spice anyway, but you throw in that move of Pani Nikas. It does set the appetite for a pretty ferocious final 30 minutes. Fragoyanis in behind. Can he pick out a pass? Trefiro! It was great delivery, but the veteran just couldn't find the target. And you have to say, it's the best chance of this one, and probably should have been 1-0. Best passage they've put together, the home side. That's where they do lack a tried and tested striker. Trefiro and Matt Sim have been interchanging in that position today, but it's where someone like Patrick Antelmi, who's suspended, you feel would have been likely to head that one home. Their two star signings, Galejos and Simonovsky, both injured too. May yet open up for them again though. Trefiro. Had his shirt tugged from Nikas. He'll go in the book here. The former United man. That's the last thing they need, Rockdale, to lose another player. Maybe a sign of frustration for Pani Nikas, but he's the second Rockdale man to go into the book. The other Sasamatsura no longer on the pitch. Given the rivalry I mentioned and the bit of feeling between these two, it's been played in pretty good spirits, has to be said, so far. Here's Tomelic. United, since Perry's come on, it seems to have settled them down. They're playing some good football. Fragoyanis rolls it into the path of Sim. Is that a corner? No. Goal kick. Already we've seen some upsets, and already United look to be getting ready for a second change. Rockdale perhaps their first. Both sets of substitutes dispatched to warm up. Nikas, he's clipped from his friend Nick Stavroulakis, and he goes straight into the book from referee Kurt Amps, right in front of the official too when he made the foul. Smiles between best friends. So Stavroulakis just gave a thumbs up to his mate Pani Nikas, just apologising. Nikas grimaced and limped away. Petkovsky sends it long. Mokhtar will win the throw. So Neil going to go with the long throw. Cho the target, knocked down, fall into the path. Here's a chance for Rockdale. Oh, it was Fondike. How about the save though from Manus? Looked destined for the bottom corner. And what a start that would have been to Howard Fondike's life as a Rockdale City Suns player. And 10 men Rockdale were an inch from the lead. The palm of Tom Manos saves United yet again. This one coming to life all of a sudden. Chances at both ends. United need to switch on defensively though. Rockdale could be in again here. Again it's Fondike bobbing around the area. Just needed a touch. Can't get a handle on the former Apia man. Still there. Cho the target. Fondike again. It's Petkovsky. Caught on the heels though was Michael Neal. He got fortunate. Skipped past Fragoyanis. Tried to do too much but might still fall to the path of Grozdanovsky. There's a fight on the deck. Grozdanovsky might have just clipped Stavroulakis accidentally. Kurt Am's going to call for medical attention from the United skipper. A chance for players to get some fluids too. It has been hot work today for both sets. Just recapping those results from earlier today. Blacktown City defeated Mount Druitt Town, their debut in the NPL New South Wales men's won by a goal to nil. Wollongong defeated Manly United 2-1. The Sutherland Sharks, what an upset, knocked off the champion Sydney Olympic. Not the first time they'll defeat a heavy hitter this season. And Hakoah and Sydney FC still locked at a goal apiece. 20 minutes remaining in that one at Hensley. And Apia and Marconi, of course, to complete the round at 7. And if you want to tune into that one, stay exactly where you are. NPL New South Wales Facebook page or the Football New South Wales YouTube page. Blockbusters continue in that one. Two genuine rivals. Big rivalry here. Certainly a rivalry in that one between the two stalwarts of this competition, Apia Leichhardt and Marconi. Gotsis will take you through that one at the completion of this. 25 minutes remain here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Still we wait for a goal. Howard Fondike the closest to providing one. Tomelic. You sense it's one of those games. It's only going to be a single goal, if indeed we get one at all. Can Sim provide it? Can finish. Now trying to turn provider. Important touch though. Took it off the head of Trefiro. Here's Perry. Stavroulakis. Shifts it wide to Fragogiannis. Sims there as well. Only really Trefiro showing any movement through the middle. Have lacked that real presence up forward that Grozdanovski gives Rockdale. United have lacked that. Obviously a makeshift front third today. There's Pakatis, another important touch. He's been very good for the home side today. One of those players that has had a chance at A-League level. Still young enough to try and spark another ton of potential, of course, across this competition. We know that. Stavroulakis just overhits that one. Maybe some fatigue creeping in too. So we tick into the final third of this one. Riders tuning in. We still await a goal. Rockdale 0, Sydney United 58 0. Sasamatsura shown red in the first 30 minutes of 2019. 2 yellow cards shown by Kurt Ams. Rockdale, though, have looked the more likely scorers since going down to 10. United really unable to press home that man advantage so far. Fragogiannis. Sim. Room to move. Just can't link with Trefiro. Again, you see the frustration, not only from the players, but the United fans. Groaning with that pass from Matt Sim. Just needed the confidence, perhaps, to just drive at his defender. Put his head down and go towards goal. Has got the skills with the ball at the feet. May open up here. Here is that man, Sim again. Again, try to play it into the path of Trefiro. Just a bit rash at the moment for United in the key moments. Well done from Fondike. He's been a standout too. Fragogiannis. Body language suggests both sets of players struggling with these conditions. Trefiro got fortunate. Gave away a free kick though, carelessly. And looks like we're going to make a change. It's an important one for Rockdale. Alek Jurasevski, the man to come on. Wait and see who is the one to make way. Mentioned a little bit earlier in the call. 2 goals, 1 in each game for Rockdale, and it's going to be Kang Hoon Cho to check out his first taste of NPL New South Wales football. Pretty impressive display from the Korean. And Alek Jurasevski on for Rockdale. First involvement from him is important. May sit here for Grozdanovski. Won't get a second chance at it. Sam Perry. Was surprised not to see Jurasevski start. As I said, scored in both games against United last season. Was their leading scorer as well. Trying to get involved early. They do have a host of attacking firepower this year, Rockdale. I mentioned Jordan Figon played in the 20s game earlier. Josh De Silva, another who's suspended. So expect goals from them this year. Trefiro. Nice work as he skips past Grozdanovski. A little bit lazy in tracking back the forward. Perry going on his own. Bratisevic makes a comfortable save. Done his work well, what he's been asked of so far. Just couldn't quite find their groove in 2018 Rockdale. They had some great results, knocking off some of the top sides, and would then lose to those down the bottom of the table. Inconsistency, I should say, was their real issue. If they can find some strong form. They can really be a contender this year. Showing some good signs, even against some adversity already, going down to 10. Here's Pakatis. Tarek Meyer overlapping well. Not the ball Jordan Roberts wanted though. Turned it over. Nikas has to move it quickly. Under the pressure of Roberts. Gets past his former teammate. And they have some numbers too. If he can pick the right pass, the midfielder. Took a little bit too long. I wanted a free kick too. Lecce went without, and it looks like Nikas has gone down injured. Sportingly United put it out of play. I think you'll find it's just cramp given the hot conditions. No sympathy coming though from the Sydney United fans in attendance. Well, Medford looks to be okay. Some of the United fans just saying hello to him too as he hugs the touchline. There you see the United fans making some noise as players decide to ice off, take a drinks break as they've deserved. Still very hot here at Adensa Park. Riders tuning in, we still await our first goal. It is Sydney United 58-0, Rockdale City 0. Howard Fondike probably the best chance of the game. Thomas Manus with a fine save to deny them. And Glenn Shafiro went close with his header 5 minutes prior to the Fondike chance, but to now neither side able to open the scoring.
City Olympic Mill were defeated by Sutherland Sharks 1. And currently in progress, Takawa Sydney City 1.
Reminder of that game to follow: Marconi and Apia at Lambert Park, I should say. That one from 7 p.m. Will Gotsis will be a commentator. Tune in right where you're watching this one, the NPL NSW Facebook page or Football New South Wales YouTube. Has been a bumper afternoon of football, 11 games in total, and we aren't done yet. Has lived up to Super Sunday. We could do with some goals though out here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. So Nikas looks to be okay. Just cramp is the message we're getting. Rockdale will hopefully hand it back to United, given they put it into touch just so Nikas could get some attention, and as expected they do that. So time ticking away on this one. If you drew it up going in and offered a point to both, I think both sides would have taken a point. Sydney FC have taken the lead against Hakoah. 10 minutes to go there. We've got 15 to go here. Nikas skips past his man well. Tried to play it into the path of Matthew Lecce, but too much on it from the United man. Hasn't quite looked himself today. Maybe had a bit on his mind, of course, coming up against his former club in round one. Good ball. Might open up here for United, or it was Tarek Meyer. Couldn't make the desired connection. Tough ask at times in round one. These players still finding their feet. Jurasevsky. Lecce been very good today for Rockdale, one of their best. He and Fondike, probably the best two so far for the Suns. Unfortunate there, United. Win a free kick. It was almost in the path of Grozdanovsky with the goal beckoning. For United, I think Yanni Pakatis has been good. And Glenn Shafiro as well has fought hard in an unfamiliar role of the number 9. At times a false 9. Spetkowski doesn't want to be too cute. Lance Greenshields, the linesman, right on the scene, getting a talking to there from Tarek Meyer as well. He has to be careful. Don't like seeing that. And now he gives away a foul, Tarek Meyer. Just walking a tightrope, the youngster. Doesn't want to find his way into Kurt Ham's book. Lecce, flick on. Can't direct it into the path of Jurasevsky. Time enough for either side to find a goal and take the lead. Evenly poised at the moment. Fragoyanis, Perry, Trafiro, lovely ball. Fragoyanis in the area. Is this the moment for United? Here's a chance. Trafiro! Oh, he puts it over for the second time today. And you sense that was their moment. Lovely build-up from United. The touch from Perry. And Trafiro just lacked the finish, the composure. It could have been one. It's the best chance we've seen. Is that the best shot? One they'd like to have over. Here's Jurasevsky. Haven't seen too much of him since coming on. Thorndike clipped. Wants a free kick, not coming. United off and running the other way. Matt Sim has Trafiro with him. Trying to pick out a teammate on the far post. Probably the wrong option. Pekatis going to try from range. Had the interest of Bratisevic, but Rockdale keeper had it well covered. Bit of talk too between both benches. Howard Thorndike, I said was the man down. It's in fact not. I think it's Matthew Lecce in hindsight. I hope he's okay because he's played very well this afternoon. And maybe forced into a change here, Rockdale. We'll run you through those results from earlier today. If you haven't heard the news, Blacktown defeated Mount Druitt Town by 1-0 to kickstart things in round one. Wollongong defeated Manly United by 2-1. Sutherland knocked off Sydney Olympic at Belmore, so not a start the champions wanted. Sydney FC currently leading Hakoah. 6 minutes remaining in that one. They lead by 2-1. Still without a goal here. And of course that game at 7 p.m. to complete the round. Straight after this, Apia welcome Marconi. Two traditional rivals clashing at Lambert Park. Will Gotsis will be in commentary for that one, so make sure you stick around exactly where you're watching this one. NPL New South Wales Facebook or Football New South Wales YouTube for all the action. And it is not good news for Matthew Lecce as he limps out of this clash. Alex Malfara, the man to come on. We hope for Rockdale's sake that Lecce is okay.
17, Matthew Lecce, replaced by number 16, Alexander Malfara.
So Alex Malfara comes on Lecce, bows out. Impressive debut for the Suns. It does not look good from here, if body language is a sign. Already with an injury list and a suspension list, Rockdale, they don't want another to add to that. You can add Sasamatsura to that too. Being sent off, won't be available next week. So the new recruits not having a great start to life for Rockdale. Jurasevsky falls into the path. Chance for Rockdale. Grosdanovsky trying to get inventive. May it sit up for Jurasevsky. Thought he had given away a free kick. Goes down in the area. He's another clutching his knee, although he's back on the deck now. Good movement though. Jurasevsky's in behind. Here's a chance for Rockdale if he can get onto his right boot. Still there for Grosdanovsky. United living dangerously at the back. Nikas into the area now. Needs support. Neal's with him. Targets in the middle. Jurasevsky. Service needed to be better. Trefiro. Pakatis. Well done. Should be a free kick coming. It is. Alex Malfara's first touch is giving away a foul. Here's Stavroulakis for United. He's there, one final twist. It's had that feeling throughout that goals are going to be at a premium. Here's Stavroulakis. Markovic. To Milic. Fragogiannis. United probably should have had the lead through Trefiro, but can he get inventive again? That man trying to lay it back into the path of Meyer. Like that potency that the likes of Chris Payne has given them the last few seasons. Pakatis got room if he wants to drive forward and perhaps have a ping for goal. Tries that now. Bratasevic comfortably saving through a host of bodies. Never know from that kind of range if it can take a deflection. Bratasevic could be all at sea. Stavroulakis comes in on Jurasevsky. Kurdan's playing advantage. Here's a chance for Rockdale. Grosdanovsky's there, but well cut out by Tomelic. So Stavroulakis escaped the card for that challenge. Kurdams was right there, so no surprise. Ball's gone out though for Matt Sim. So inside the last 6 minutes here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. If you're just tuning in, Sydney United 58-0, the Rockdale City Suns 0. We were thinking goals coming in. Rockdale are going to make their third and final change. Jake Trzaskowski to come on. And Howard Fondike to make way. He can hold his head high, probably their best today. In my opinion anyway. Howard Fondike, his first game as a Rockdale player. Thought he would be an RP man this year, but didn't quite work out. Fondike can take a bow. So, all the cards have been played for Rockdale. United still have one up their sleeve. They're away again here, Malfara. Almost set up for Grosdanovsky. He's given away a free kick though, the striker. He and Fragogiannis coming together. So time ticking. There's always late drama in this. The NPL New South Wales men's. Expect more to come. Is there a dose of it here? Perry driving on the left, going to try it. Almost caught out Bratasevic. Hard to beat a keeper on his near post from that kind of range, but just never know. Nerves starting to heighten here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. So Bratasevic restarts again. Thought Perry gave away a free kick, but Kurt Ams says no. That man links with Pakatis. Nice vision shown, opening it up for Sim. Into the path of Nikas. Haven't said his name too much the last 10 or so minutes. And lacking there, although they've paid the price. Grozdanovski, Jurasevski. They've got numbers, Rockdale. Jurasevski trying to go alone. Probably the wrong option. He had Malfara. They're just being hustled off at United. Petkovski getting forward. Ball over the top. Can't find Jurasevski. Fragayanis had to be clean. Did it well. Tarek Meyer. Both sides starting to be stretched. Nikas. Malfara. Good vision. Neil. Trying to hand it back to Malfara. Well done though from Jordan Roberts. Markovic. Saville, intelligent. Who's going to be the game breaker for both sides? Is it this man Nikas? Works onto the right. Always going to take something special from that kind of range, but United had enough players to deal with it. Who can spark something and take the 3 points home? Rockdale been great today, given they've had 10 men for most of it. After Matsura was shown 2 straight yellows, or should I say 2 yellows. Trefiro. Meyer, nice feet from him. He's got support forward too. If he looks wide, Perry's there. Sim on the scene too. Trefiro coming late. Perry might have waited a little too long. Fragoyanis. Is this a chance for United? Trefiro's peeled off well. Fragoyanis picked him out. Trying to jig inside the area. Trefiro standing up his man. Perry, nice feet on the edge of the area. Sam Perry! Oh, it flashes just wide. Sometimes it's not your day in front of goal. And United, again, ball flashes just wide of the mark. Oh, it's opened up here. Flag stays down. A huge moment for Jurasevski. Oh, to surely win it for Rockdale. And Manor saves them again. Now it's United off and running. That chance came out of nothing. Jurasevski probably should have taken it. Striker of his quality. Fragoyanis. Sim. Meyer just gets bulldozed out of the way. Chance for Jurasevski again to get in behind. Has to go on his own, although support coming with Nikas. He has it now. Will he go on his own, Nikas? Work to the right. Kurt Ams says play on. Nikas has stayed down. Good challenge, though, by Temelic. It is end-to-end stuff at the moment. United's turn to throw a punch. And they find the back of the net. Here's a chance. Meyer sizing it up. Just lacking the connection. Thai Stadium just held its breath, but Tarek Meyer just couldn't come up with the desired result. And the third and final change is coming for United. Players everywhere out on their feet. Tarek Meyer, the man going to be withdrawn.
Substitute. Substitution for Sydney United, number 15, Tarek Mayer, replaced by number 2, Joshua DeRossi.
And Josh DeRossi to come on. Number 36 on my team sheet, but he's got number 2 on. So he gets a taste of the NPL Men's 1. Does he get a taste of some late drama? Or will we see both sides take a point home? Probably deserved that they share the points, but doesn't always go the way it probably should in this competition. And time is up. We wait to see how much additional time we'll see. Sim. Nice feet. Trefiro. They've looked the most likely. Sim's peeled off inside the area. Flag stays down. Is this the moment for United? Sim gets inventive! Oh, it kissed the crossbar on the way through. You can't get much closer. Probably deserved a goal too. But still we wait. Just as Sim was having that shot, the fourth official put the board up for added time. I think you'll find it's 5 minutes of time added on. So plenty of time for both of these sides to grab the 3 points. It's anyone's at the moment. Chances at both ends. Jurasevski, flag up. Well, we haven't waited long, have we, for a nail biter in the NPL New South Wales men's. Round 1 already bringing the drama. Edge of your seat stuff here. Trefiro in behind. Again, the flag stays down. He'll put it across the face. Here's a chance. Oh, it was DeRossi, the youngster. What a dream debut that would have been. Just needed to stick a boot out. He would have been the hero. Chances coming thick and fast late on. Reminder too that Marconi and Apia follows immediately after this. Will Gotsis will be a commentator at Lambert Park. Stay tuned wherever you're watching for this one. Stavroulakis. Important header from Neil. Nikas goes without. Picard has stood up strong. Now Fragoyanis. It's United all of a sudden looking likely. As I say that, they turn it over in an important part of the pitch. Grosdanovsky. Will he put his head down and just drive towards goal? Oh, try to thread the needle towards Jurasevski. It is one hell of a title fight at the moment. They are throwing shots at each other. No one wants a point. They want to take 3 home to kickstart the season. Well, we said it would be good. It took a while to come to the ball, but these last 10 or so minutes, it's been pretty frenetic stuff. If this is your first taste of the NPL New South Wales men's, I think you'll find you'll be tuning in a lot more throughout the season and with every game live. I don't blame you. Trefiro. Oh, important challenge though from Petkoski. It was dangerous, but he won it well. Now Malfara is away. Going to have to do it on his own. He gets taken down. Card coming. Pakatis goes in the book. Just a second United player to see yellow today. Nick Stavroulakis the other. Time just about up. So Nikas over the ball. Not goal scoring range. We've seen him score from some wonderful positions on this ground. Can he put it on a platter for one of his teammates? Delivery isn't bad. Jurasevski's there. Roberts mopping up for United. Intelligent ball. Stayed composed. They'll just send it long. DeRossi trying to get in behind. He's done well, the youngster. Pratasevic. No man's land, but just couldn't quite bring the ball down to Rossi. It's one way to make an impact when you're a youngster off the bench. thrown himself in the action. Free kick will go the way of Rockdale. So precious seconds remain. Kurt Ams has another look at the watch. Fragoyanis. De Rossi rode the challenge well, shrugged off Petkoski. Links well with Sim. Can someone get on the end of it? Cross needed to be better. Bradicevic comfortable. Rifles it long to Jurasevski. Seemed to lose a boot. He did. Stumbled as he tried to turn his man. I'd happily give both a point. I think they both deserve to take something home today, but Nikas and Trefiro have other ideas. Nikas wins that battle. Can he pick a pass? Jurasevski on the charge, but there's no beating Tom Manis today, it seems. Both keepers have been very good, deserving of their clean sheets if they hold on to them. Still we play on. 5 minutes nearly up. Entire challenge there from Glenn Trefiro on Michael Neal. Kurt Ames thought about brandishing a card, but thought the workload both men have put in today in pretty stifling heat will let them off. Petkoski just lumps it forward. Grostanovski trying to invent something under the pressure of Stavroulakis. Gives away a free kick though, the striker. That should be that. And there is confirmation. Kurt Ames. Well, we said it would be something special. It took some time to liven up, but when it did, it was enthralling stuff. End-to-end between City United 58 and Rockdale. Sasa Matsura put Rockdale down to 10 inside 30 minutes. Not a way to start 2019, but Rockdale fought hard to hold on to a point. Round one finishes with both sides taking something home. Full time at the City United Sports Centre. It's City United 58-0. The Rockdale City Suns 0.